All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're breaking down the complete formula for building some serious, superhuman cardio for fighting. If you're looking to build an engine that just won't quit, one that lets you push the pace, recover in seconds, and stay sharp under pressure, then you have definitely come to the right place.
Man, it's the absolute truth, isn't it? Every single fighter knows this feeling deep in their bones. It doesn't matter how slick your technique is, how much power you have. The second you gas out, the fight is over. It's the one universal fear that connects everyone who steps onto the mat or into the ring.
So, that's the big question, right? How do you actually build an engine that refuses to quit? Well, that's exactly what we're going to answer over the next few minutes. We're going to lay out the entire step-by-step method to forge that elite-level endurance.
So here's the game plan. First, we're going to figure out what your engine actually is. Then, we'll cover the two main ways to build it up. After that, we'll reveal a secret weapon that most fighters completely ignore. And finally, we'll put it all together into a practical blueprint you can start using this week. All right, first things first. We all throw around the word cardio, but if we're going to improve it, we need to know exactly what it is we're trying to build. At its heart, it's really this simple. Think of it as an oxygen delivery system. The better your body gets at shipping oxygen to your muscles when they're working, the longer and harder you can go. It's all about efficiency.
And that delivery system, it's got four main parts. You can think of your body like a high-performance race car. Your heart is the engine block, the pump. Your lungs are the air intake. Your blood vessels, those are the fuel lines. And your breathing is the throttle control system. To get a superhuman engine, we've got to upgrade all four. Okay, let's talk training. The first method is the absolute foundation of your endurance. It's called steady-state training, and this is how you build a bigger, stronger, and way more efficient heart from the ground up. Now, the secret here is the why. When you're moving at a low conversational pace, meaning you could hold a conversation, your heart has enough time between beats to completely relax and fill with blood. It's that full stretch that actually signals the heart walls to grow thicker and stronger. That means it can pump way more blood with every single beat. This is how you build your base, and it focuses on those slow-twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for pure, long-lasting endurance. Okay, so once you've built that solid base, it's time to forge it in fire. Let's talk about building explosive power with high-intensity interval training. HIIT. This is how you teach your engine to perform when things get crazy in a real fight.
With HIIT, you're doing the opposite. You're pushing your system hard, getting your heart rate up to about 80 or 90% of your max. But then, and this is the key part, you switch to a light recovery. During that recovery, your blood is still pumping hard and it fills the heart, stretching it out while it's under high pressure. This is an incredible way to train your cardio for those intense, explosive moments. Plus, this is what targets those fast twitch fibers you need for knockout power.
But listen, this is a really critical point from the source material. The goal of HIIT isn't to run yourself into the ground. Pushing to 100% failure doesn't really give you much extra cardio benefit, but it massively increases your risk of getting injured. You have to train smart. We're trying to build the engine, not blow a gasket. So let's just put these two side by side for a second. You can see they're like perfect partners, two sides of the same coin. Steady-state training builds the actual size and efficiency of your engine. That's your base endurance. Then HIIT comes in and stress tests that engine, tuning it for high-output, explosive power. To be a complete fighter, you absolutely need both. So we've covered the engine itself, but what about the person driving it? That's your breath. This might be the single most overlooked part of cardio, and getting it right can be a total game changer in a fight. And look, here are 4 simple, super powerful rules you can start using today. 1. Breathe in through your nose. It warms and filters the air and helps you pull in more oxygen. 2. Exhale on every effort. That sharp tss sound you hear from pro fighters, that's not for show. It's them exhaling on a strike. 3. Anytime there's a break in the action, use it to take slow, deep recovery breaths. And 4, whatever you do, do not hold your breath, especially when you're under pressure. Keep that oxygen flowing.
All right, we have all the pieces of the puzzle. Now, let's actually build your personal training plan. How do we take all this theory and turn it into something you can do week in and week out?
Here's what a sample week could look like. Now, this is just a template, right? But you can see how it balances everything. You've got a day just for steady state, a day just for high IT, and even a day where you mix them together. Honestly, for most fighters, 2 or 3 dedicated cardio sessions a week on top of your skill work is more than enough to see massive improvements.
And as you're building your own plan, just keep these 3 principles in mind. First, focus on your weakness. If you gas out in scrambles, do more HIIT.
If you just feel drained all the time, you need more steady state to build that base. Second, use variety. Mix in swimming, biking, or other drills to keep your mind engaged. And last, but most important, stay consistent. Cardio is a use it or lose it kind of thing. The gains can disappear fast if you take your foot off the gas.
And that's pretty much the formula. We've gone through everything, from building your base engine to tuning it for explosive power to mastering your breath. So really, the only question left is the one right there on the screen. Right now, while you're watching this, your opponent is out there building their engine. So, are you?